People say Gen Z is lazy, addicted, socially awkward, and ruining society. Are they actually worse than every generation before them? Or are they just dealing with problems no one else had? Since I am born in the Gen Z generation, I think I have a right to talk about this and, yeah, to cover, is Gen Z really that bad? So, for the first point I want to mention is gambling. We all love gambling, of course. Our mothers, our fathers do it, our grandparents even do it.
Bitch! Hey, go, motherfucker! I ain't coming back to this motherfucking place no more.
Why?
They got all them fucking machines rigged and every damn thing else, and I know it.
You can just go into the casino and see an old lady bashing the fucking gamble button. Pay in another $5. Let's go. Free drinks. We're loving it. Gambling. There's online casinos, sports betting, loot boxes in CSGO, gambling apps that give instant dopamine. You think in your mind that you're gonna get rich quick. Influencers promote gambling, so it's basically like not really that thing that you would not do. Gambling has also become very accessible for everybody. In some countries, there is only an 18 plus limit, but it is easily bypassable. You can really just send somebody that is 18 plus like $5, and they can just put it in, and you can just spin your slots like a good boy. And previous generations had to physically visit casinos, where now people can just use it from their phones easily. So that's a really big addiction. And Gen Z, most of them are 18 plus. Like, it stems from 1997 to 2004, the first generation, and the other one is to, I think, 2012 from 2004. So yeah. I myself have also dabbled in casinos. Of course, I've been sports betting, I have been gambling, spinning the slots. My favorite slot is Big Bass Bonanza. But I think gambling is a really double-edged sword, because the thing is, you can get really addicted fast to gambling, because the thing is, poor people are the people that usually gamble. Rich people don't really gamble. If they do, they put on big bets and they just, they try and double up their money. But the most people that gamble are actually poor people that are spending all of their hard-earned money to just double it because they don't have enough a good job or something like that. But I think gambling can be done very safely if you just be mindful of how you spend your money in these gambling sites that give you instant dopamine rush. And it's all scripted, honestly. Like, I literally got banned on a gambling site because I had won too much parlays, so they just put a limit on my parlay limit. And also, when you try and spin a slot in that one gambling app, it will literally give you nothing. It will eat all your money away until you're back at zero, and yeah, you can't do anything else. The next thing that I want to mention is alcohol, of course, party culture, binge drinking, social pressure, nightlife, underage drinking, and it also affects mental health, of course. I myself, I don't really drink, but when I do drink sometimes, it's mainly with friends, but yeah, I'm not a big drinker. And also, interestingly, many studies suggest Gen Z actually drinks less alcohol than millennials or Gen X, which is very good. But however, those who drink often combine it with other substances or energy drinks, substances like drugs, narcotics, cocaine, weed, all the regular stuff. But yeah, Gen Z may drink less, but they're replacing alcohol with something else like edibles, THC, weed, all of that, all of the other things. They don't drink a lot of alcohol, but yeah, of course, this stems from social pressure. Very interesting point is screen time. Screen time, yes. Most people on average Gen Z, especially the newer Gen Z that comes from 2005, 2012, 8+ hours a day on their screen is the average. Notifications, constant stimulation. People have a shorter attention span than they used to. Everybody's basically addicted to their phones. Digital dependency, they can't be anywhere without their phone unless because it feels like they've lost something, and they already start panicking, panic attacks. Blue light, of course, that comes from monitors, screens, sleep disruption, of course. This screen time can really disrupt their sleep. Constant dopamine at 3 a.m., like, that's not good when you have to be somewhere else in the morning or in school. Yeah, average teenagers spend several hours a day on screens. The things that causes problems from this is less face-to-face interaction with your like other people, which makes you more antisocial, and yeah, it just really hurts you in that way. Less exercise, people are more laid back, sitting on their couch or in their bed, just doom scrolling whole time. Worse sleep, of course. Less focus, harder to focus on a task. Like, just think about it. If you're doom scrolling your phone for like 3 hours at 3 a.m., you have to be up for school at like 7. So yeah, you won't be able to learn as good. And also, if you have a job, this is even worse because you have to earn money. If you can be focused, you can even get fired from your job. Also, anxiety from constant notifications, constant dopamine rushes and drops. It's just, and the question is, what happens when your brain never gets a break? It just really can damage our brains. So the thing is, what Gen Z really has to do is limit their screen time. This is what the other generations do much better than us. They don't spend much time on their phones, and we should really learn about this. If we don't use that much alcohol substances, as Gen X or millennials did, we should really stop this screen time. And this actually goes hand in hand with my next point is brain rot and doom scrolling. Of course, this all stems from the TikTok algorithm, infinite scrolling, short form content, dopamine, instant gratification, attention economy, brain rot, meme culture, and FOMO, which, if you don't know, is a fear of missing out. And yeah, brain rot isn't just memes, it's like the habit of consuming endless low effort content that keeps getting fragmented. Like, doom scrolling can have constant bad news, like endless negativity, anxiety, comparison, feeling hopeless. So, because, like, literally, we're the first generation that can literally scroll for 6 hours without realizing it, and time will fly so fast. Because, yeah, brain scroll and doom rolling is like one of the worst things that has happened to our generation, and it's all come from TikTok. This brain rot content that is just so bright, fast editing. It's just, yeah, it's just crazy. My next point is a little bit more universal point for every generation is vaping and nicotine. Yeah, disposable vapes, nicotine addiction, flavors, social acceptance, nicotine pouches, snus, you know, those little nicotine pouches that you put on behind your lip, stress relief and marketing. Um, yeah, the biggest talking point for this is smoking cigarettes has declined, but of course there is a vice for this. But vaping exploded among teens. Flavored products made nicotine more appealing. Many users don't even realize how much nicotine they're consuming, which is just nuts. And the question is, did we beat smoking only to reinvent it? The thing is about vaping. Vaping is it's proven to be 2 times more dangerous than smoking cigarettes because, first of all, vaping is more addicting because of the nice flavors that it has, the artificial flavors. Fucking artificial watermelon is coming out of your mouth. Like, come on, man, come on. What the fuck are we doing? Yeah, cigarettes. People say they have a better effect. I don't know because I don't smoke, but I did use nicotine pouches for a while, and I didn't really like them because I kept throwing up. And yeah, snus, nicotine pouches, of course, Zins, Velos, white snus, gym culture, focus, productivity, no smoke, easy to hide. Many young people using nicotine pouches because they have no smell, easy to use anywhere, marketed as cleaner than smoking, popular on TikTok and among athletes. The problem is being cleaner doesn't mean harmless. Of course, um, people use it for the gym because they get more focused. You know, they can just be more locked in of snooze. I don't know if you like build a tolerance. Yeah, you can, but using nicotine in general is just like not good in my opinion. And of course, one of the most like things that people use is energy drinks. Oh my god, I love my self energy drinks. I can't. I'm drinking energy drink right now. Um, Monster, Red Bull, Celsius, caffeine, gaming, school. Like, you need caffeine everywhere. Workout culture at work people are using caffeine, energy drinks. Like, caffeine is one of the best like kind of legal drugs that has ever been created, which I think is just, caffeine is amazing, you know. And of course, you have to be mindful of how you use it. Energy drinks have become almost a daily habit for everyone. Reason is for staying awake, gaming, school, gym. Risks are obviously poor sleep, high caffeine intake, anxiety from caffeine, elevated heart rate. A lot of teenagers combine nicotine, energy drinks, little sleep, hours of scrolling, and that's a lot of stimulation for a developing brain. But yeah, of course, people are putting energy drinks as mixers into their alcohol, like Red Bull with Jägermeister, so it's a Jaeger shot. And energy drinks are good if you utilize them well, but if you're just sitting at home, you're drinking energy drink when you're not even doing a productive task, I really think that it's not being utilized perfectly. So one of my last points is, but it's generally really worse. Yeah, drinks less alcohol than many previous generations. We smoke fewer cigarettes, more accepting of mental health discussions. Gen Z is more open-minded about diversity. I would say more educated about nutrition and fitness as well. We also have better access to information than any previous generation. But maybe the issue isn't that Gen Z is worse, is that the challenges have changed.